in a forgotten village nestled between forests and hills in the Norwegian countryside, a place where winter felt eternal and the sun barely skimmed the horizon. There was a house everyone avoided. It wasn't old, nor was it decaying. On the contrary, it looked newly built, with polished wood and pristine windows. But no one knew who maintained it. The curtains were always drawn, the doors never opened, and most unsettling of all, every night, a single lamp on the second floor lit up at exactly 11:11 p.m. and turned off at 3:33 a.m. Never a minute early, never a minute late. Leif, a young photographer known for documenting abandoned architecture, arrived in Galdheim, searching for material for his next project. The locals greeted him coldly. When he mentioned the house, an elderly woman dropped the wooden spoon she was stirring her soup with. "Don't go there, boy. That light, it isn't human." But Leif, ever the skeptic, saw a story waiting to be uncovered. He decided to spend the night inside and capture everything. With his backpack, camera, flashlights, and spare batteries, he forced open the door on his first night. There was no dust, no cobwebs. The air was freezing, colder than outside, as if the house were preserving something ancient and hungry. The stairs creaked, but not with age. They sounded as though they objected to being stepped on. At exactly 11:11 p.m., the lamp in the upstairs room switched on. No wires, no visible power source. Just a faint yellow glow, pulsing like it was breathing. Leif climbed the stairs, camera recording. The room was small, an iron bed, a dark-framed mirror, and a wardrobe carved with strange runes. When he looked in the mirror, the reflection showed the room empty, but with a tall woman standing next to the bed. She wore a gray dress, her skin pale, her eyes hollow, as if carefully scooped out. He spun around, no one there. But the air was thick, with the scent of damp soil and dead flowers. The door slammed shut behind him. The handle burned his skin. When he tried to open it, his camera timestamp read 11:13 p.m. The wardrobe creaked open slightly. Inside were rows of fabric, each stitched with dozens of human eyes, glassy, motionless, watching. One blinked. Leif stumbled back, fell, and hit the floor hard. The lamp flickered. When it stabilized, the woman stood directly in front of him. She didn't move, didn't speak, but her mouth began to open slowly, and from it came the sound of dozens of overlapping whispers. "Leave something behind. Take something with you." And then everything went dark. Hours later, Leif woke up outside the house, wrapped in his own coat, camera beside him. It felt like a dream until he looked at his hand. It was clean, but his left wrist bore a strange mark. A dark rune in a perfect circle, hot to the touch, like a tattoo carved in ash. When he reviewed his footage, he found a clip he didn't remember filming. Himself, smiling at the mirror, while the pale woman loomed silently behind him. But the worst part was the audio, his own voice whispering, "I chose to see." Leif continued with his life, but something changed. He could now sense what lay behind the walls of any home. Echoes, presences, ancient memories no one else could feel. He never returned to Galdheim. But every night, at 11:11 p.m., the lamp in his room turns on by itself, even during power outages. If you made it to the end, it means you've seen what few are willing to. But be careful what you look for. Some things can't be unseen. If you enjoy diving into the dark like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And whatever you do, don't stare at the mirror too long.